Alright, ready to go, and we can notice straight away from the beginning that Andre Myhrer has got a tendency of coming out of the turn slightly leaning back, and Marcel Hirscher in a much more precise position start and finish his turns much quicker. Getting further down, we see quite few similarities, but we also see bigger differences in the stance and in the basic positions. So Marcel Hirscher being a little bit more compact and strong, Andre Myhrer being a little bit taller. We notice that Andre Myhrer being taller, he tends to hinge a lot his upper body, and that compromises a lot the work of the articulation of the ankles, which is very important to be able to quick give pressure to your skis in and out of the turn. We notice straight away here where on the side view we can see how Hirscher's position of the upper body is much high, and Myhrer is really hinged forward. You see, notice Hirscher's ankles really pushing forward, the shins in front of the boots, compact position, where Myhrer on the left, you can see how much he's hinging his upper body forward, and the outside leg becomes a little bit stiffer. Coming into the steep, however, Andre Myhrer is very quick in recovery from that position and catching up with Hirscher. Over here you can see much more upright upper body for Hirscher and much more seated back position for Myhrer. At the gate you can see how much more precise is Hirscher, how much closer his feet are to the base of the pole, and how much quicker he's coming out in and out of the turns. Pretty similar again, because Andre Myhrer is a champion as well, so he's really quick in coming up, recovering from his mistakes. Good pole planting position here for Hirscher, leaning forward and compact, and attacking very early pressure at the beginning of the turn. It's a basic position. You can notice how much Hirscher back is rounder, his position is slightly higher, whether Myhrer is a bit more seated back, let's say, so that means less angles of his ankles, less pressure on his shin. Again here you can see Hirscher's ankles and knees projected forward. Similar clip, so both of them, Myhrer again is being able to catch up with him. Coming out of the turn here you can see Hirscher's much more precise at the gate. Myhrer over here you can see he's got a tendency of starting the turn with the upper body, rotating the shoulders into the turn. Hirscher's got much more upper lower body separation, which make him more precise again, tight at the gate, and more precise in his turning. Again here you can see how Myhrer is tend to sitting back a little bit, exiting the turn, but it's very quick again to get back into place. Both of them here approaching the gate, we can really see how much precise is Hirscher, how much closer and tighter the gate. Pretty similar position here, but even here you can notice how much the angle of Myhrer, his legs are much more seated down rather than Hirscher's. Coming out of the turn, pretty much both of them similar. However, the direction of the skis, Hirscher is already carving and accelerating. Myhrer has got his feet very close together, making much more friction in the snow. Just slightly little differences that at the end of each turn makes a little advantage for Hirscher. There are some sections where Myhrer is very quick, like in the flush and hairpins, he's really fast. Over here again you can notice Hirscher's position much more centered, much more forward on his shins, upper body slightly higher, whether Myhrer much more hinged forward. And this is quite common in the taller ski racers. They tend to drop down a lot the upper body and struggle a bit more working with the ankles forward. Pretty similar position here. Again, Myhrer gets thrown out of this outside ski, and attacking the steep section he has to go much rounder, much further away from the base of the pole. And again here, Hirscher is already giving pressure to this outside ski. Myhrer is still trying to find grip, and finally find the grip and see how much further is from the base of the pole, attacking this turn of the steep section. So over here, Hirscher is a good half a meter above in line. He's already looking for the right foot to attack the following turn, and look how precise is and tight at the gate, where the right foot of Myhrer is really much further away. This turn, in this turn, is making much more room. Over here again, Hirscher is finished his turn. He's already started to roll onto the new left edge and giving pressure. Myhrer is still trying to cut the line, and that will affect the second part of the turn. However, once again here you can see much more Hirscher, much more the feet under the body, early pressure. Myhrer leaning into the turn with the outside ski going a little bit towards the left. Look over here again, upper body much more upright with good ankle position for Hirscher and much more hinge forward position for Myhrer. However, it's very quick back into place. The next photogram. So they both amazing champions. It's just that Hirscher technique is much more efficient, reliable, and so that's why his statistics this year has been amazing. A constant sequence of results after results, victories and podiums. Whether for the others, they're really having to risk all the time, but also because their ski technique is not as good as Hirscher's. They have very good quality that makes them champions, but you can see even from this first video the technical aspects are there to notice, and they create problems. However, as I said several times, Myhrer is very quick in getting off his troubles caused by his different technique. In fact, in this photograph they both similar technique, they both early in turn. Pretty similar over here, slightly more seated back again Myhrer, slightly more center Hirscher, attacking the turn in a very similar way. And however, Hirscher, his turn is finished, while Myhrer, he does a little few part of the turn on his edges to finish his. And over here again, Myhrer starting from a much more seated position, Hirscher a bit more center and balance, tight at the gate, both of them. And these are the last gates prior to the flatter finish section, where Hirscher is really coming out up in a higher line, and Myhrer's feet is much more further away from the gate. So you can see here Hirscher's skis are already pointing down toward the finish line, whether Myhrer is pointing a little bit towards his left. So he's gonna have more time on the edges after the pole, and that will slow him down on the last section going to the finish line. Here they're pretty similar. You can see Hirscher has got absolutely reduced completely his angulation, so the skis are flat, flying fast towards the finish line. Myhrer is still on his edges trying to finish the turn because he started it late. Over here, however, he's been very good in recovering the line and the position and catching up with Hirscher. So for all these following gates, pretty much very similar. However, now approaching the finish line, you notice how much Hirscher doesn't give anything by the chance. He really throws himself forward with his right hand, crossing the finish line as early as possible. Alright, so you know, they're both amazing champions. Of course, Hirscher's technique is more compact, is more solid, is very centered over the skis, whether Myhrer he's got some little technical problems, that by he's very athletically and physically and technically very good in recovering, coming up for them to be able to catch up and be the champion as he is. Okay, I hope you enjoy this first technical analysis. You're welcome to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments below. Of course, everyone here will have his own opinions, but this video shows the differences, the main technical differences. Okay, so for now it's all. Thank you for watching and see you next time.